I just realized this lighting's really bad, so I'm probably gonna move my car real quick so I can probably do this a little bit easier. Let's see. But here I am. I'm actually at my fertility clinic, and update is that the first IUI did not work. I'm not sure if I have like clips of me going through that process. I tried filming as much as I could, kind of. Okay, I wouldn't say as much as I could, but as much as I wanted during that time period. I was excited, I was nervous, and I kind of regretted not testing out my trigger. And I realized that I think I'm gonna do that next time around if I had to. Granted, the IUI didn't work, which is fine. If I have clips, you probably saw the snippets right before this. But we moved on to IUI number 2. So I usually try to film as much as I can in between, but it was such a busy month, last week and a half really, that I really hadn't had time to record or do anything. So today is currently Wednesday, and I had my follicle scan on Monday at the clinic. So we went in on Monday. My lining was about 7.5 average all around, and I again had one follicle at 20 millimeters again, and several other follicles that were like maybe 7 or 8. They weren't very large at all. I don't think anything they even considered to be concerning if I did ovulate. I was kind of expecting to take my trigger shot the next day as my previous cycle, but this time the nurses got back to me and they wanted me to take my trigger shot the same day. I did take it. I didn't film it this time only because right after that appointment, me and my husband, we went to go visit his grandpa in a different city. He was in a hospital, and I was about like an hour 15 away, so we were kind of just like rushing there, and I ended up doing the shot at his grandparents' house. So it was a lot, so I didn't film that, but I did take it. It did hurt that time. I think I dulled out my second needle. This first needle is for like mixing the medications, injecting it to the other little bottle, and then retracting it back into the syringe, and then you switch the needle to a fresh one before you inject yourself. Well, I used the needle, I switched it to retract the medication into the syringe and then into myself, so I think I dulled it out, so it hurt a little bit. Not making that mistake again, but did another trigger, same HCG, about 10,000 units I think is what I had, and they had me come back today, Wednesday, for our IUI. Numbers were really good. So my husband had like a 247 million count, and then after the wash it was 172 million, which is triple than what our number was last time. Our number last time was 52 million, so I'm hoping the larger number gives us a better chance. And now we're just in our 2-week wait, and we're gonna go from there. If this doesn't work, we are moving on to CNY Fertility. Don't get me wrong, I love my fertility clinic here. People have mixed reviews, but I've had great bedside manner. My nurses have been awesome. They've been great to answering all my questions. It's really just down to cost, and I just can't afford $15,000 for IVF. That's not including the medications. Well, CNY, we're going to do the mini bundle, which I think is like 7 or like 6. Not including frozen transfer and all that, but it would still be less than going through my local clinic here, and I just thought about it. If this cycle doesn't work, this was my last visit at this clinic, which makes me really sad because they've been amazing and I've loved working with them. It just cost-wise. So we'll see. I submitted all my consents to CNY already. I'm waiting for them to sign my FMLA paperwork. I got the updated billing statement that I'm not submitting or signing until I know this IUI for sure did not work. But yeah, we're gonna go from there. We may go celebrate a little tonight and see, or we might stay home. But fingers crossed, hoping everything goes well. We are going to Iowa this weekend to visit my brother and sister-in-law, as our niece was born about 3, almost 4 weeks ago now. Haven't had the chance to meet her yet, so we're gonna go formally introduce ourselves. We're very excited. But yeah, we'll go from there. Hopefully everything goes well and for better chances this cycle. I'm really excited with the fact that my husband had a really good count. I just don't know if my egg quality is good or not. It probably sucks, but we'll see. Hopefully better news further down, but we'll keep you updated.
Okay, so where are we?
IUI number 2.
Iowa number 2? Oh, IUI number 2. We
Yeah.
are in Iowa, but not
we're in
IUI.
Iowa too.
So, IUI number 2.
In Iowa.
Iowa. Well, we had the IUI back home, but we are in Iowa. So it is Saturday. Trigger shot was taken Monday. IUI was Wednesday. So we are 5 days post-trigger. And we're going to take a pregnancy test, which should be positive because it should still be in my system. And I think we're going to go ahead and track this and see when it comes out. And hopefully this one works. But we are expecting this to be positive, but it's a false positive. It's going to be the first positive pregnancy test on the C. Okay? I know it's fake, but I'm also like kind of sad that my first one's gonna be fake. But oh yeah, it's really faintly in there. You see that?
And that means if it's faintly,
If there's any line on there at all, that means it's positive.
Okay.
So positive test.
Might need to focus a little bit.
It's really faint. Like.
Kind of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready to go?
You can.
Try to focus. Yeah, there you go.
Let's see if you're struggling. But I can still see it there. It's like really faint.
Yeah.
So it is positive. I think we're gonna be testing it every day to see if it goes away. If it comes back. If not, we're doing IVF next month. There goes her first pregnancy test. First fake positive.
Hey everyone, so little update. It is April 3rd, 4th, something like that. And my period showed up. So IUI number 2 is a fail. That was kind of expected, to be honest. I wasn't really betting on it to work. Just after the way the first one went. I don't know. I just kind of felt like everything was a little too perfect the first time and the second time. And it didn't work. So I was like, okay, you know what? My expectations are just going to be none. I'm not going to have any expectations. Excuse me, I had a long day at work, so my hair's all over the place. But IUI didn't work. Number 2, as I stated before, we had really good numbers. Lining and everything was perfect. Just didn't work out. That's fine. So I did call today and speak with CNY Fertility. If you don't know, they're an affordable fertility clinic that is out of New York. And they kind of just make everything financially doable for most people. I wouldn't say like people have these costs just sitting around, like you do have to save, but in comparison to like self-pay IVF through anywhere else, it's a huge money saver. I did call them today. I will probably go over that in the next video, but just an update. IUI number 2 failed. I didn't cry this time. I did test out my trigger this time, not all the way. I was very uncommitted. I think I did it every day for like 2, 3, 4 days. And then I think once it faded out completely out of my system by like like 7 or 8 days post trigger, it was completely out of my system. Then I stopped keeping the pee sticks after that. I was like, okay, it's whatever. It's not coming back. So it's like, whatever. I didn't keep it. I probably should have. I did not. But I'll probably post a picture of that, or I may have already posted it before this video popped up, but didn't work. It's okay. Didn't cry. And yeah, I will probably see you guys in the next video about the IVF process and how that goes. So bye guys, in the next one.